This is Frank in Action again, and welcome you here in our YouTube channel. So for today's content, we are going to focus on talking on how we're going to have your reservation classes for free, and also how you're going to get your Tarpaulin refund. So these are updates, so make sure to stay tuned. Thank you so much for coming back. Here we are going to talk about first about the Tarpaulin refund. The Tarpaulin refund, you can get your refund. It's around 700 NCC, and that's actually a good thing. What you just need to do is you're going to print your Tarpaulin and make sure that you're going to set up that one in your workstation. Take a selfie, put it in Gazzo, try to do a screenshot through your Gazzo, and then also your receipt. Upon getting those Gazzo screenshot, you just need to link and send it through the inquiry tab. Make sure that you're going to include those information in your inquiry tab. Okay, just send the link from your Gazzo. It's the easiest way. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys one of the payment that includes Tarpaulin. This is actually one of the teacher's information. It is actually possible that you're gonna get your refund by just asking NativeCamp to get your Tarpaulin printing refund. Okay, here it is. We are going to move on to our next topic, which is the free reservation flag. How important it is to have your free reservation flag as much as possible. This is actually one way or gateway for you to become a top teacher here at NativeCamp. More exposure to your students and more possibilities to earn more. This is actually one way for you to get more lessons, and of course more lessons, more earnings here at NativeCamp. So make sure to avail this one. So how are you gonna get this reservation flag? Those are some questions that I actually received from our teachers. Good thing guys, NativeCamp already answered that question, and this is very amazing guys. One thing that you have to do, making sure that you will be included in the list for the free reservation flag tag every Sunday, is to make sure to open your slots 10 days before the lesson. So make sure to open all your Sunday slots. Question: how many slots should I open? NativeCamp only asks you to open 2 slots. One way for you to be included in the list for the free reservation flag. So you know already guys, the way for you able to have your free reservation flag. Again, going back to the importance of having a free reservation flag, this is actually a very good opportunity for you able to showcase your teaching ability to other students, and making sure that when the time your student is not taking your lesson, students already knew that you are actually capable of helping them learn English. Alright, so this is a very good one. Second, getting this free reservation flag, it will allow you to explore other students' ability and need for you to incorporate and assimilate your way of teaching. The third one is for you able to be more exposed to the materials that NativeCamp is offering to our student. Most of our repeat students are actually using the same materials that prohibits you, controls you, or try to isolate you to the opportunity to experience other material tools. So this is a good opportunity for you to get that reservation flag for free. There are a lot of benefits in getting this free reservation flag. So I'm so excited guys that you will be getting these incentives and you will be getting that opportunity to have that free reservation flag. I congratulate you all for having those reservation flag. If you already have those free reservation, if you experience having a free reservation flag already, please make sure to comment below and notify our viewers, our teachers who did not experience this yet, that it is actually possible. You can actually have this kind of feature in your account. Let's move on to another topic that we are very interested about, which is how to make sure that you can conduct your lesson without any internet issues. So this is not a guarantee guys that this will work for you, but this is a very good precautionary measures that you need to know so that you can have your classes smooth and successful every lessons. Okay, so this is what you're gonna do. Make sure that you are connected LAN. Okay, line connection or LAN connection is a very important way for you to have no disruption or any intermittent connection to your students' lessons. All right, so if you notice that you're still using if you are still using Wi-Fi this time, if you want to attempt doing Wi-Fi, guys, please don't attempt doing that. Just make sure that you gotta use the LAN connection. Okay, the second one is to make sure that your environment is very, very, very conducive in teaching. It means that that's the time that you are going to use your Tarpaulin. Anyway, it is refunded, as what I have mentioned a while ago. Just make sure to make that happen. Print it, put it in your bag, and it will become a very conducive area for your lesson. The second one is to make sure that your place is not noisy. Any conversation in front of you, try to make sure to give distance to those scenarios. Okay, make sure to keep away from those kind of noises, or at least you gotta use a very effective noise cancellation headset. But that's actually our problem this time, because this kind of headset is becoming very in demand, and it's very difficult for us to buy this kind of headset. So I would really suggest, guys, I'm always telling this in my other content, to please buy that dead cat vlogger or air muff in your microphone, just to make sure that you can prohibit those unnecessary noises in your classes. Please make sure to do that. The other one is to make sure that you have a very good lighting during your lesson. Lighting is very important, guys, not only because you want your student to see you clearly, but also to make sure that your class is not dull. Making sure that there's energy, make sure that the light is very adequate, so that the student will be able to see how ready you are in your lesson. I would highly suggest to focus on your face. When you talk on screen, when you are already talking in front of your camera, make sure that you are going to enunciate each word that you are about to say. Your student is actually looking at your mouth movement to, doing lip reading. Most of them are not actually able to understand what you're saying right away. They're actually checking your lip movement, and that might help them understand what you're trying to say. Please make sure also that when you want to drink water during your lesson, try to limit that one, or at least ask permission to your student. There's nothing wrong with drinking during your lesson, water during your lesson, because you might be working so long already, so you have to drink, you have to hydrate. You can actually ask permission to your student, and your student would really understand if that happened. Then the other one that I really want you to focus is the satisfaction in sending messages to your students. Sending messages is a very important thing that you need to know. Why? Because it will give footprints, or you are actually leaving footprints to your student that you were their teacher before. Sending a message is a very good thing, especially it is very constructive. Make sure that you're gonna tell them what are those mispronounced words, what are those grammars, or what are your suggestion for them to continue improving their English learning. The other one is, this is very important, guys. Make sure to make it as a routine to always check your student requests prior to the lesson. Anyway, it will pop up. Give ample time to give a glance to those requests, and try to acknowledge that request to your student, making sure that the student will not feel that you are neglecting those requests that he is mentioning prior your lesson. For example, the student were telling you in their request to focus on the grammar construction, the structure, the pronunciation. Try to tell that to your student. All right, so in our lesson, we're gonna have 5-minute discussion, but as what you requested, we're gonna focus also in your pronunciation and grammar point. That one will really make sure you give importance to the request that they made prior to the lesson that you will be conducting. All right, so those are just things that I'm actually doing during my lesson. It's so easy to do, but it could be a cliche, or it could be a very common practice that we should do, but sometimes it's not easy to practically do it during the lesson. So please be reminded to do those simple things, you know, because those simple things might have a very big impact to your student. That request that the student is giving to you is a tool for you to make sure that you can address what kind of service they want from you. Not only teaching through the materials that NativeCamp is providing to our student, but also giving extra mile to your student by just checking on that field, which is the student's request. So again, guys, I hope this video really can help you. This really helps me so much. So I hope this will also help you make more good engagement to your student and also give a very good ratings in your lesson. So again, guys, this is Frank in Action. And if you think that this video can really help you, and if you think that this video can help your co-teachers or your referrals to learn more about here at NativeCamp, please make sure to click the subscribe button, click the like button, and also the notification bell button, and don't forget to share. Alright guys, so thank you so much for watching this video. This is again Frank in Action. Peace everyone.